Greetings. I'm going to share with you the conscious breathing 2 that I provided for training, and I'm going to invite you to take the journey with me. So allow yourself to prepare and get in a comfortable place and just take the journey of deep breathing. You know, conscious breathing is an opportunity to do breath work for health, stress relief, and personal mastery. It is a healing and restorative experience with myself as the founder of Peace Ministry. Our tagline is building relationships that enhance the world. And I'm convinced that the best relationship, the most important relationship, is the one that you have with yourself. There are so many benefits of conscious breathing. One is that it contributes to emotional mastery. Our dominant emotions of fear, of anxiety, and sadness can be managed with effective breathing. When we do conscious breathing, it will build our energy and endurance. It releases stress and tension. It prevents and heals physical problems. It allows for graceful aging. It manages pain. It enhances mental concentration and physical performance, and facilitates psycho-spiritual transformation. All of these have come across your path at one time or another, but here's an opportunity to think about your way that you weigh into your own well-being with something as simple as conscious breathing. You don't have to purchase it anywhere. You just have to teach yourself to remember what you knew at the very beginning. You know, there are people who have a number of thoughts about conscious breathing. It says that nearly every physical problem is accompanied by a disturbance of breathing. The question is, which comes first? There are about 75 trillion cells in your body, and they are all breathing, or really they should be. And just a single thought is capable of changing the breathing pattern. And lastly, I would offer, you can use conscious breathing and willingness in each and every moment to balance your energy, face a challenge, love yourself and others, and release your creativity. Conscious thought matters. I would like for you to practice with me very briefly just this way of thinking. Only focus on your mind. When you breathe in, inhale a thought. Let's breathe this in together. I will speak and you just inhale. Inhaling, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Let it settle in your abdomen. As you exhale through your mouth, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Breathing in, just think, I am breathing in a short breath. Breathing out, just think, I am breathing out a short breath. This one is a little longer. Breathing in, I am breathing in a long breath. Just hold it, let it travel past your neck, past your chest, down to your abdomen. And now breathe out through your mouth, thinking, I am breathing out a long breath. And just let it ease out slowly, allowing your abdomen to reach and touch your backbone. Beautiful. As you breathe in, know that I'm breathing in and I'm aware of my whole body. Now, this may be occasion for you to close your eyes as you breathe in and just consciously connect to your whole body from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. As you breathe out, breathing out, I'm aware of my whole body. Bring your abdomen all the way to your backbone. Unfortunately, far too many of us move around in the world as if our body does not exist. But your mind in this moment reminds you Breathe in. Our last exercise is to breathe in. I calm my body. Just let the breath flow through your body, down past your shoulders, your arms, to your fingers, down past the top of your back, all the way to your spine, to your hip bones, your buttocks, your thighs, your knees, your legs, your feet and ankles. And now breathing out, I calm my body. Notice how your breath dictates your ability to be aware with yourself. And in meditation training, the monk reminds us that the mind is the leader. When we are clear about that, we'll stop allowing emotions to run us ragged and allow our mind to lead us. Observe the body breathing. This is conscious breath. When you're ready, you may open your eyes and let's proceed on. Beautiful. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Good. Beautiful. I want to ask you, what did you notice about your body when you did those 5 different ways of thinking as you were breathing? Did you notice a sense of tingling or a calm? Did you feel a sense of peace? Were
Absolutely.
you aware of the more of the noise around you? And did you notice the tension really will leave? So did you notice that shift? Your body is really ready to be whole and healed. But we get to pay attention to it by allowing our mind to guide us. Sometimes when I sit for long meditations, I can begin to feel so much circulation that my body heats up. When I first began the process, I was breathing, barely 10 minutes in meditation. But toward the end of the coursework, I was at a good 45 minutes to an hour. And my body then began to line up with thoughts. For some people, there's a sense of cooling. We're never aware of how much our mind is telling us what to feel. I'm going to be hot, I'm going to be hot, I'm going to be cold, I'm going to be cold. But what would happen if you say, in this present moment, my body is warm? And there will be also very new sensations that we haven't paid attention to. But when we pay attention to our body through conscious breathing, our body will speak to us more. So we will, in fact, be resetting our mind. Meditation only happens when you do it. This is not like a degree that you get and you put on your wall. This is something that you practice. You only know meditation when you do it. So we can say, back when I was 20, I meditated. That ought to be good enough. Well, my world has changed a lot since I was 20. So if I'm depending on what I did at 20 to take care of me now, I truly am in trouble, because my present moment requires my very presence. And this is a place of power. It's right here, right now. So we get to reset our minds so that we are in fact able to release and to deep breathe. Take a deep breath as we move on. I would want to say that I'm not the author of this technique, but I am a practitioner. This is a simple breathing technique. It's conscious. We get to deliberately apply our breath in a way. So you can practice pursed lip breathing. That means do your lips like you're gonna kiss, You put your lips out. And you practice using this breath 4 or 5 times a day. And when you begin, in order to correctly correct your breathing pattern, so relax your shoulders and your neck. Keeping your mouth closed, inhale slowly through your nose for the count of 2. Now pucker or purse your lips as if you were going to whistle. Now slowly exhale the breath, blowing to the count of 4. Okay, we've talked our way through it. Let's practice it. Breathe in, relaxing your neck and shoulders, closing your mouth. 1, 2, through your nose. Pucker your lips and breathe. Let's do it again. Breathe it in to the count of 2. Hold. Blow it out through the count of 4. Beautiful. How was that? It takes a little more effort than we realize, right? Because we're focusing our breath in a whole new way. I love this breath. It's a funny breath. It's called the lion's breath. But if you feel like you're really in a stressful moment, this looks so goofy. But when you do it, you will really love the impact. So you can sit in your chair, or you can get on the back of your heels like this woman in the picture and press your palms against your knees with your fingers spread wide apart. Inhale deeply through your nose and open your eyes wide. And at the same time, open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue, bringing the tip down toward your chin. Contract the muscles at the front of your throat as you exhale out through your mouth, making a long sound. You can turn your gaze to look up at the space between your eyebrows or the tip of your nose. Let's give it a shot. Ready? Breathe it in. Open up your eyes. Now when you blow out, go. One more time. Breathe in. Open up your eyes. Look around. Blow out. It's fun and it looks funny. But if you notice that your chest has begun to relax, that your face muscles relax, your throat that often gets constricted when you are tensed relaxes, and as you press down on your legs, you then give yourself this moment of lifting up your chest so that you are now in a better posture to manage what is occurring in your life. Not only does it change you physically, but it changes your energy and the atmosphere that you're in. And some of us are far too serious. So this gives us a little levity. I love doing it with adults. Children are very good at it, but they do it naturally. They'll just walk around going, you know. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you do it to a stranger, but I would recommend that you try it for yourself. Have fun with your breath. Be conscious. This is a good one to do. I like to do it before I get out of bed. And it's just alternate nostril breathing. This helps you relax, but it also helps you to center your thoughts before you begin the day. I wrote a book called Morning Thoughts Become Daily Things because I believe it's that thought that happens when you open up your eyes and you're deciding how to get out of bed that shapes how you're going to experience your day. So if you think about breathing first with intentionality, it will begin to shape how you move mindfully throughout the rest of your day. You don't have to believe me, but you can test it. So put your 2 fingers like a V and put them over your nose. I want you to breathe in through your left nostril. Tilt your head down, hold it, tilt it back out. Put your hand back on your right nostril and breathe out through your left. Breathe in through your left nostril. Tilt your head down, back up. Breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right, down and up. Breathe out through your left. One more time. Breathe in through your left. Put it down. Back out. Breathe out through your right. Beautiful. So for those of us who wake up sometime and we have a stuffy nose, this is a way to circulate more oxygen to our brain. And for those of us who end up with some tension in our abdomen, this is also a way for your abdomen to begin to relax as well. So you can do this breathing up to 5 minutes. I like to count the number of times I do it because it keeps me focused on the present moment. If I start worrying about whether I'm through my 5 minutes or not, I end up paying more attention to, is it time yet, than it is to the process. So just breathe and try to finish your session where you are exhaling on the left side. You know, there's a broader discussion about the power of the right side, the left side of your body. But this is a good moment to breathe. And it's recommended that you practice it on an empty stomach. If you're too congested, don't do that. Try another method until you are able to relieve some of the congestion. Test it. You will find that it's a great alternative. You can do it at a stoplight. You can do this when you're waiting for your food to come in a line. It looks kind of goofy, but it keeps you focused in the present moment. And it's a powerful witness for other people to notice you consciously breathing. You know, when you mindfully breathe, you're in charge. You're in the in charge arena. Most people say, I want to have control. The only thing we can kind of control is our behavior. We're in charge of a few things, but we are rarely really in control. We can manage stuff, but we're rarely in control. We're in charge of something because there are circumstances that are not always of our choosing, but we can be in charge of how we breathe our way through. Does that make sense? I can't pick every circumstance, but I can choose how I'm going to breathe in that circumstance. As a pastor, there are moments I could have never predicted. As a healer, there are moments I could never predict and don't really know the outcome. But if I'm able to breathe with a person through it, we can figure out what must be done. So allow yourself to breathe. You cannot always pick your circumstances. You can choose how you will respond. I would just say this for real. People, even people we love, can emit energy and vibrations that negatively affect our sense of peace. During this period of stay at home and self-isolation and quarantining, we're with people that we are rarely with 24 hours a day. And I'm laughing because I have friends who are married who have said to me, why does my partner slurp their coffee? It's so annoying. Now, when they first met, that slurping coffee was just the cutest thing. But being around it 24/7 is a bit rough. This is a moment that you can remember to breathe. Always center yourself first and seek to understand. And even if they give you an answer that you like or don't like, that is immaterial because you still choose how you're going to respond. And I think I have 7 siblings. If I let them know what upset me, they tended to do it more often. So understand, learn, and breathe. Let breath be your center. I just want to remind you that chance and change happens to all of us. This is a phrase I really am resonating with because it was in the book of Ecclesiastic. The 3rd chapter talked about to everything there is a season. And as an organizer, there was a young organizer there, and I was asking for reflections one day. And he said, if you live long enough, you're going to have all those seasons. And he's absolutely right. If you are present in this moment in our lives, those seasons come. So our lives are designed for transformation. They're designed for us to surrender, to accept, to listen, and act only after consciously breathing. We want to live in the illusion that the top of our hat responses should be acceptable because that's what we are. But the truth is, you can change that if you want to. You don't change until you realize that it no longer benefits you. Breathe. Consciously breathe. You're in charge of your breath, not necessarily in charge of circumstances, people, chance, or change, but you can be in charge of your breathing. So you can learn to breathe consciously alone. Your breath is your company. In this period of stay at home, there are many of us who live alone. And it's easy to say, I am so lonely, I'm so alone. But your breath is your constant company. Should your breath not be available, I guess you'll be on the other side of life, because our breath is what makes our lives function. So breathe and let breath be your 24-hour, 7-day a week, 365 days a year company, and be glad about it. And consciously be mindful about it. The last thing I would like to leave you with in terms of a breathing exercise is you can breathe standing, sitting, and walking deeply with others. I like a walking meditation because you get to breathe in as you take your left step, roll your foot all the way to your toes, and then when you step on your right step, breathe out, rolling your foot all the way to your toes. The next breath, you breathe in your left foot and just slowly just take the walk. Let your shoulders relax, softly gaze at where you are going, and just notice. That's all that's necessary, is to notice. You can do this with friends. You can do this alone. You can do this walking to and from your car. You can do this on your way to do a chore. You can just breathe standing in line. Again, let your breath be your center. I have no monopoly on any particular practice. I just know if you live long enough, you can learn a few things that will cause you to be less reactionary and act with intentionality when it's time. Conscious breathing matters. You know, I am Peace Ministry. Our goal is to journey with people who want a better quality of life, optimizing what's right in front of them, their breath. As a coach, a meditative coach, mentor, mediator, and healer, I learn from time, from experience, from creation, from elders, and so much more. If you're interested in more detailed one-to-one work, you can contact me at peaceministry77@gmail.com or leave a message at 501-410-5194. Well, this is Denise at Peace Ministry. Thank you for breathing with me. I truly appreciate this opportunity. Peace. Breathe. Thank you. How was that?
Really good.
So if we need more information, people can feel free to contact me at peaceministry77@gmail.com or leave a message at 504-410-5194. And I'm open to doing Zoom sessions. But whatever you do, just breathe.